rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up.
This one caught just past the pylons. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
We change it.
Now the first carry for King Henry. He'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson out of the pistol. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he will score. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. And he missed it. Wow, don't see that very often. Justin Tucker, one of the best ever. His career extra point percentage, close to 99%. But he missed on that one. All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, this is James Cook. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Alert!
From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. One more time going up top with Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Now Jackson on the move. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. They'll run here with the rookie. Here's 2nd and 9. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Report! Hey, middle. 13.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Down was scored. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing is Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Buffalo. Allen working from the pistol. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On third down, pass complete right side to Kincaid. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Hardy now with the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's right.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Jackson now. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Second and a yard. Throwing Jackson. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. Now, Jackson. That's Marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. He'll find his running back, Cook. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught left side by Cooper. Inside the 20. And he'll be taken down. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. Allen gonna throw again. Over the top. He's got it. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's second and 2. Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, what a mistake. 0-0 on the clock. The half is over. You just want to get to the locker room. Instead, you give up a touchdown, Greg. That is an awful way to close out the first half.
Yeah, and it's funny, a play like that, Mike, almost offsets everything good or bad that's gone on previously in that first half. That's all that's on everyone's mind coming into the locker room. Now, coming out of the locker room, they've got to find a way to put that behind them, get that bad taste out of their mouth, and recapture some momentum here to start the third quarter.
And this is caught. So an 8-point swing. What a turn here. The fumble return for touchdown, and they tack on 2 more for good measure. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. First and 10, Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run on second down. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Jackson looking to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Jackson. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Jackson now on second down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun on third down, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He's got that complete to Knox.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant, and this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
He's got his man. That's Coleman. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. Chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now Allen on first down. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Cook. First and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught. It's Amari. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll go play action here with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Cook. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
52. Hey, home. You go.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Now it is 1st and goal.
Middle. What's that?
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 3rd and goal.
Middle. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bills add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
Hey, move! No, we changed it.
In motion comes Andrews. Again, it's Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. It's 2nd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. A throw left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the pistol, Jackson ready. He runs with it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But he'll gather it back in. Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. They'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Past midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here's Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Cooper. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag.
Half 85. What's that?
Allen to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
What's that?
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Hardy now with the return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They'll be back up now to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They will take a knee here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.